Greetings, fellow Fright Fiends, and thanks for dropping by the Horror Zone. I hope everyone's doing well. Today's video is going to be another road trip style horror film or suspense film that I thought I'd talk about. I haven't really talked about this film on this channel. I talked about it, I think, once, and that was during when I counted down my top 100 horror films a couple years back. A video series I'm not crazy about and would love to redo it someday. Maybe I'll do it this year, who knows. But I talked about this film, and after talking about Joyride, I started thinking about this film, which actually came out 4 years before Joyride did. It stars one of my favorite actors of all time, the great Kurt Russell, and it's called Breakdown. And this is going to be another underrated horror film segment. This film I saw for the first time in 1997. I believe I saw it late summer, early fall. And it was a film that dropped earlier that year. I remember it had gotten a lot of fanfare because I used to follow, you know, like movie critics and things like that. And I remember people really enjoyed this film and said it was really well done, very almost Hitchcock-like. And this film is fantastic. I've always loved it. And I'm surprised more people don't talk about it when they talk about the great works of Mr. Kurt Russell, because after John Carpenter's The Thing, this is probably my favorite film of his. The plot of Breakdown deals with a man who is searching for his missing wife after their car breaks down on a remote highway. The movie stars Kurt Russell as Jeff Taylor, J.T. Walsh as Red Barr, Kathleen Quinlan as Amy Taylor, M.C. Gainey as Earl, and Jack Noseworthy as Billy. The movie was written by Sam Montgomery, Jonathan Mostow, and Jonathan Mostow also directed it. So yeah, much like what drew me to Joyride and the Jeepers Creepers, and you know that whole idea of being like isolated in an area that you're not familiar with, this spoke to me at a very early age. I was in my early 20s when this movie came out, and I still remember watching it for the first time and just being utterly traumatized by it. It is a film that will get under your skin, that'll make you panic, that if you're somebody like me who is fearful of, you know, strangers and people that are trying to hurt you or harm you, and you're kind of out of your elements, you're in a strange area, then this movie will get to you like it gets to me. I think this film has so much tension. It's very scary. I think Kurt Russell is fantastic in this. You really feel the stress he's going through. After their car breaks down, and the trucker played by J.T. Walsh offers to give Jeff's wife a ride to a phone that's at a local diner so that she can call like a tow truck or somebody that can come and help them. And then as Jeff is able to get to the diner, realizes that his wife isn't there and is trying to find the trucker that gave her the ride. And everything that follows from there is just like, you're just like, holy fuck, what would I do in this situation? Kurt Russell's fantastic. The late great J.T. Walsh, who I really miss. He's been gone for a long time now. He passed away about a year after this film came out, but I loved him and everything I saw him in, from things I can think of. Good Morning Vietnam. I loved him in Executive Decision. He was also in Needful Things. I think he stole the movie in that one. Everything I saw him in I loved, and he is so good in this film, because you don't know it, because he seems like a good guy at first, but then as things slowly roll out, you realize that there's something more sinister to this man. Kathleen Quinlan does a great job in her limited role, as does M.C. Gainey, who I've always been a fan of from movies like An Innocent Man, Con Air. Most recently, I've seen him in movies like Wild Hogs and Sideways. Fantastic cast. Jonathan Mostow does a terrific job directing this film, and I've always liked a lot of the films that he's done. I still think his film Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines is underrated, but that's just me. I like that film a lot, and I think he brings some of that same tension from this film to that series, and I don't think he gets enough credit for what he does. But yeah, this film is fantastic. If you're a fan of Kurt Russell, if you're a fan of movies like Joyride or Duel, or Jeepers Creepers, if you like movies like that, I think you'll really enjoy Breakdown. I definitely recommend it. I wish more people talked about this film, especially when they talk about the great films of Kurt Russell. One of my favorite actors of all time, and like I said at the beginning, I would put this one just after John Carpenter's The Thing as my favorite movie of his. So yeah, that's it. Breakdown, talking about this classic Kurt Russell film. If you guys have seen the film, and if you're fans of it, leave me some thoughts in the comments section below. Would love to hear from everyone. And as always, thanks so much for dropping by the Horror Zone. I promise I'll talk to you again soon. Take it easy. Stay scared as always. Peace. thank everyone for taking this time to drop by the Horror Zone. It really means a lot to me that people are supporting what I do here. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button down below. I upload videos at least once or twice a week. It would really mean a lot if people would spread the word about this channel. This is a passion of mine. I love the horror genre, and I'm really happy to share my love of it with all of you. So thanks so much again for checking it out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.